Functional groups, alcohol. There are 3 functional groups for alcohol: primary, secondary, tertiary. In the exam, if asked about functional group for alcohol, you have to state whether it's primary, secondary, or tertiary, as each of them react differently in chemical reactions. Aside to that, the next functional group you can look at is phenol. Phenol is equivalent to an aromatic alcohol. So chemically, they also behave differently from primary, secondary, and tertiary. And it's also good and a quick recap is that alcohol and ether are both functional group isomers. In terms of physical properties for alcohol, alcohol has an electron deficient of protonic hydrogen, since the hydrogen is bonded to a highly electronegative oxygen. So this enables it to actually form an intermolecular H bond as well as intramolecular H bond. So an alcohol molecule will comprise of essentially 2 components. Will essentially comprise of a non-polar alkyl group as well as the polar hydroxyl group. All right. Take note of this term hydroxyl. Hydroxyl is a term that's commonly used in the exam marking scheme. So hydroxyl just refers to a compound that has an OH group. It does not mean, so when you state a compound has hydroxyl group, it does not mean it's an alcohol. Other examples of hydroxyl group include NaOH, HOCl, H2SO4, HNO3, RCOH, and ROH. Consistent to all of these groups, they actually have a OH group that are actually they actually have an OH group. They are chemically bonded to each other. So do take note that hydroxyl group or hydroxyl is not a functional group. So in terms of physical properties, you'll find that the non-polar alkyl group will be hydrophobic. You will have poor solubility in water and good solubility in organic solvent. Contrary to that, hydroxyl group is polar, able to form intermolecular hydrogen bond. It's also able to form hydrogen bond with water molecule. Therefore, it's hydrophilic, it's soluble in water, and it's insoluble in organic solvent. Hence, in conclusion, that if you have an alcohol molecule with very long non-polar alkyl group, then its physical property is primarily dominated by the non-polar alkyl group. Conversely, if you have an alcohol molecule which is pretty small, then the physical properties will be primarily dominated by the hydroxyl group, which means the molecule will be polar and hydrophilic, able to dissolve in water, insoluble in organic solvent. Let's take a look how the hydroxyl groups affects the chemical properties of alcohol and phenol. Firstly, with the presence of the OH group, we know that the hydrogen, as mentioned earlier, is electron deficient, and O is actually highly electronegative. So therefore, this renders the hydrogen in the hydroxyl group to be an acid. It means that in chemical reactions, the hydrogen in the hydroxyl group could actually be lost as a proton, or otherwise we would term that alcohol can behave as a proton donor, which is actually a Bronsted-Lowry acid.